breakfast show. Rise above the noise.
After 6, Thursday morning, July 9, 2026. Hello to you, good morning. Welcome to the brighter side of life, 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Caleb Kuda, starting off with a beautiful song, Sandra Boache and Daughters of Glorious Jesus. They call this one Buemeni Mamihu. We have a great show for you today, I tell you. Great music, great conversation, important opportunities. So thank you for choosing us and making us your number one. An interactive show is all we promise you every day. Result-driven, solution-centered. 0539-986-996 is the number. We always start the show with business sense, something to kick your morning, and then we'll bring you the newspaper review. And then we go on and on to do great things every day. So what's for business sense today? Something beautiful happened in the studio this week. The educationist Anisafa joined us in the studio for a conversation, and then Bernard remarked he's refused to grow. Then he said he loves to be with children. He loves to watch them grow. There is something amazing about watching people grow, investing in people and watching them grow. I love that moment so much. And then yesterday, Bernard talked about how it's important to invest in people and the great dividends that comes with it. You know, he said it in better English, MBA English. Now this morning, I want to add a little bit to that. For those at the receiving end of people's investments, you need to make it easier to be invested in. You know, you are blessed when someone spends their experience to share instruction with you. And people watch your path and they correct you and tell you this is where you're going. You have to do this, do that, do things differently. People invest their time, their resources, their experience, and their money in you. You owe it to yourself to be teachable. You need to learn. Sometimes it comes with cryptic messages to you. You have to be discerning to decode it. Other times it might come out of frustration and you might feel put down. You need to learn to discern through all those and know that anytime you take instruction, it makes you better. So whether you're listening to me as a mentee, a student, a startup, and a Planke morning show host, you need to learn to be teachable, my friend. It's going to take you far. Business Sense today, that's for you and I hope you like it. It's brought to you by APSA. Going green is not just about saving the planet. It can save you real money. So install solar panels, cut down your power cuts. Get an electric vehicle and reduce what you spend getting around. Switch to energy efficient equipment and lower the cost of running your home or business. The best part is APSA Bank can help you finance all of it. The APSA Green Finance Loan gives you what you need to make it happen. So walk into any APSA branch ask about the ABSA Green Finance Loan today and say yes to a greener tomorrow. Terms and conditions apply. ABSA Bank reminds you to shine your eye, avoid being scammed. Your story matters, ABSA. And I really love this for Sandra Boachi. The opportunity to do this with the veterans in the business. This is beautiful. We love it. It's 34 after 6. And her ladyship herself is in the studio, you know, man. Yeah. No, Francisca Kakrafosa. Take it easy. No, this morning your anointing is flowing. Good morning, Francisca.
Good morning, Caleb.
It's a Thursday morning and we are pumped.
Great.
We are grateful to be alive.
I think I just wanted to make a quick commentary on your morning message.
Business sense.
Business sense. I think that it's a very important message, and I'm glad that you shared it.
Right.
I think young people need to take advantage of mentoring and learning from the feet of their elders. And focus, like you said, be able to sift through all the emotions and all the things that we're feeling. Focus on the substance, which is the teaching that you're getting. Exactly. Ordinarily, you should be paid. You should be paying some money to be taught. But if you're getting it for free, focus on that. Pick out what is good and use it to your advantage. And I think kudos to you. And somebody sent it to you, or who did you get?
This is from me to my dear young people, you know.
It's from your heart.
It's right from my heart to everybody. It's
no, I think that's a good one.
You have to be shameless.
I agree.
To learn.
I agree.
Sometimes
I agree.
You can see when people are trying to put you down, and you can tell when people mean well. And sometimes too, people can be genuinely frustrated, and they can, out of an outburst, say things they don't mean, or say it in ways that don't reflect how they feel. So, as someone who has been invested into you, you need to just be smart and pick the best for yourself, and then
indeed, and it's a good one. Focus on what you're learning. Absolutely. Focus on the building. Absolutely. But let's take off the review with the Ghanaian Times newspaper. I'll start with that on the front page. Delayed road contracts will be terminated, and roads minister is warning. Also, Africa loses $88.6 billion yearly to illicit flows. Crackdown on exploitative drivers. Civil society group urges government. And Korea commits $38 million to strengthen digital STEM education. Also, 8 police officers interdicted over Sayurano shooting. I hope I pronounced it properly. And if you go to the back page of the Ghanaian Times, government deploys 506 brigadiers to boost food production. Fulani Dam spillway 95% complete. That's according to the contractor.
Very well. Richard Dallas Guy.
Okay, let me take you to the Ghanaian Times, the Daily Guide this morning. The big story says 350 million Ghana cedi contingency fund release. Minority calls for ages resignation. Comes with a photograph of Patricia Piaget, the deputy minority leader. Also, the front page this morning: name prosecute government officials in $208 million meth bust scandal. You know, the matter of the drug that passed through. Yeah, exactly. Allegedly. And Tim Fojo is the man talking here. And then also Hanan ready to remain in custody until court rules. This is according to Godfred Dame, his lawyer.
Okay, so to the Observer newspaper, and they've got lots of stories on their front page, but I'll start with the top story. Audit flags NLA's 400,000 Ghana cedi My News GH contract. Comes with a picture of the NLA CEO, Alhaji Mohammed Abdul Salam, and Stephen Zure, founder and editor of My News GH. Also, Havehohoi road contractor given 2 months to achieve 20% of progress or face termination. I guess that's coming from the roads minister as a caution. Also, other stories on the front page of the Observer. Mahama says government reviewing flood mitigating measures, assessing more interventions. That's according to President Mahama. And Dr. Pamela Graham's appointment a win for every Ghanaian woman. Betty Crosby Hales. And other stories, Morocco Education Ministry denies claims that country does not represent Africa, and GRA allocates confiscated 18 truckloads of cargo to school feeding program.
Let me take you finally to the Chronicle for this morning. Name government officials behind $300 million drug haul. And Tim Forjo again telling Muntaka, his photograph is here on the front page. Also, 75 bank workers dismissed for fraud. Hey! What's happening?
How many?
75 bank workers. Wow. This is according to a BOG report. So we have the teams allegedly working within the banking system. Is our money safe?
It's a moral
so how are they recruiting them? I think the recruitment process has got to be more rigorous in order to ensure that the number goes down. And then Unimark Chancellor Oforisapong to help fortify academic industry collaboration.
Yeah.
Some of the stories in the paper this morning.
Okay, let me take you online and give you a few headlines. We'll get into the details shortly. NPP leadership structure could trigger internal conflicts if not reviewed. This is Chairman Sabonzu speaking. And 12 billion Ghana cedi in disallowed expenditure recovered in 2024. Abina Osayasare is speaking here. Personality politics overshadowing policy debate in Ghana. This is Imani Pauls. Asiedun Ketia says Africa must build industries, not just export raw materials. No delays, no compromise on quality. Abuja to Dambai bridge contractor.
Yeah, and I saw a story about him yesterday.
Yeah.
And if the report is accurate, he's suggesting that why is it that the things he's seeing on the field?
Yeah, the regional ministers are not reporting and the supervisors are not reporting.
And he had to be on the... I mean, we raised this matter.
Correct.
And I spoke specifically about that it's the job of the officers there to be seeing these things. And where they do not do that, the minister has the imprimatur to go out there and inspect. And so those people, we have to investigate them.
Something must happen. Anyway, let me take you to Channel 1 News. Channel 1 TV to host quarterly economic outlook today. Look forward to that. Parliament passes community service bill. And if you can't report bad contractors, quit. This is Agboja to highway directors, as you said. And the other stories are attributed to him here. Government didn't give flood victims Indomie, baked beans. This is Ayawasu Central MC.
So what was given?
No, okay, we'll get into the details to see what was given. But I said it was not, noodles and then.
But if it was noodles, what's wrong with it?
No, the noodles is not heavy.
Sometimes, in the interest of politics, we waste a lot of time engaging in needless conversations.
And I completely agree. Payment service providers account for 97% of Ghana's reported fraud cases in 2025. The High Street Journal, and they have other articles here as well. Staff fraud in banks, SDI drops by 40% in 2025. On the youths, the minister in charge of the sector says it's been tough. Opariado says government needed 18 months to understand youth job crisis, and youth ministry found fragmented government programs holding back jobs. And if I take you to Bloomberg really quickly, U.S. military launches strikes on Iran for second straight day. Sky, I thought your man said, they were holding.
I don't think it's serious. I mean, look, anyway, let's go. They should do what they want to do.
I'm giving up.
We want to do what I think. 75 bank workers dismissed for fraud. This is a serious matter. And if you have a bank account, let's pay attention to this. Jennifer Ambole reports on page 3 of the Chronicle that the 2025 Bank of Ghana fraud report has revealed that 75 out of the 219 employees implicated in fraud across banks and specialized deposit-taking institutions in 2025 were dismissed, representing just 34% of all staff linked to fraudulent activities during the year. Now, 44 out of the figure, which represent 59%, were involved in cash theft and cash suppression. In a similar report recorded in 2024, 155 staff were dismissed by banks for their alleged involvement in fraud-related cases. Now, despite the low number of dismissals recorded last year, the report indicated that staff involvement in fraud remained significant. Now, although the number of employees implicated in fraudulent activities declined from 365 in 2024 to 219 in 2025, a total of 139 staff, representing 63%, was involved in cash theft and cash suppression. Now, meanwhile, While only 22% of cash suppression cases occurred in banks, the banking sector accounted for 96% of the total value at risk under the fraud category, amounting to about 40.7 million Ghana cedis. This is a very serious matter, and we hope that, look, in this day and age, we have artificial intelligence, and other tools, technological tools that are available to deal with matters like this, detect them even before people get involved in those spaces, and where they get involved, a way of tracing them. So, some of us
it's
are
a very
available.
unfortunate thing. This reviews a moral crisis we are dealing with.
It is.
Professionals must be ethical.
Yeah, but
You're looking for a job, you get opportunity, and you are stealing the money.
just like the poor will always be with us, the criminals will always be with us. So the question is, what do you do to ensure that they
It's
don't get
difficult for them
involved?
to do,
Exactly.
or you punish them.
And then also the recruitment. In terms of the recruitments that are going on, what is going on to ensure that we are recruiting the right people into the institutions?
I'm very sad about that.
Okay, and I'll take you to page 13 of the Ghanaian Times. Africa loses $88.6 billion yearly to illicit flows, and Kingsley Asare reports that members of Public Accounts Committees or PACs from across the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, have been urged to strengthen collaboration and adopt practical measures to tackle corruption, illicit financial flows, and other financial crimes in the sub-region. The call was made at a seminar on the theme Preventing Financial Crimes and Enhancing Public Finance Management through Parliamentary Public Accounts Committees in ECOWAS member states, which brought together about 40 members of parliament serving on PACs in the region. The event, organized by the Intergovernmental Action Group Against Money Laundering in West Africa, is expected to end with recommendations aimed at strengthening parliamentary oversight, improving public financial management, and enhancing regional cooperation in the fight against financial crimes. In a speech read on his behalf, Minister of Finance Dr. Kassel Forsen said Africa continued to lose an estimated $88.6 billion annually to corruption and illicit financial flows, describing the situation as a major setback to the country's or the continent's development.
Okay, shall we stay in Parliament? Let me take you to the editorial of the Chronicle this morning. It's talking about the dual citizenship bill before Parliament. The Council of State has expressed very strong views over this particular matter, brought to the attention of MPs, and we're told that something has got to happen. Well, the Chronicle says that while it recognizes that the proposed amendment fulfills a manifesto commitment of the governing National Democratic Congress, however, party promises should never outweigh broader national interest. As the Akan proverb reminds us, is it Sankofa Enchi or something?
Sankofa Enchi.
Enchi, okay.
Yes.
It is never wrong to go back and reconsider a decision. Now, this debate also highlights the need for Ghana to anchor its governance on long-term national development strategies rather than political manifestos. National plans are developed through broad consultation and are intended to outlive successive governments. We appreciate the desire to harness the talents of Ghanaians abroad. Nevertheless, constitutional amendments involving national security require the highest degree of prudence. While the country stands to benefit from the expertise of its diaspora, the potential risks associated with sensitive constitutional offices cannot be dismissed lightly. I associate myself fully with this view. We therefore urge Parliament to heed the wise counsel of the Council of State. Constitutional safeguards should only be altered where there is overwhelming national consensus that the benefits clearly outweigh the risks. On this matter, caution remains the wiser course. As we already know, some of our citizens are out there, including a former high-ranking official who doesn't want to come back because he fears that he might be whatever it is. He may have his own reason for doing that. But imagine a citizen who owes allegiance to another citizen. And we want to bring, thank you so much. And we want to bring him down. Already we are frustrated. Our own citizens know. It's not, they are fully giving him green card. That's not to say that he's doing anything wrong.
I get it.
Just look at the frustration we are going through to bring him down.
So there will be more.
So I have argued elsewhere that, look, yes, we should continue to use our nationals who are out there, who are willing to contribute to our progress. But some of these sensitive offices which are exclusive to only Ghanaians
Right.
who owe allegiance to only Ghana. We should
keep
preserve
it
it
like
as
that.
such.
Very well.
Because there are dangers elsewhere. They have these things sometimes not written in ink,
Yeah.
but in practice,
It's
that is what they
unspoken
do.
rule.
So
Well noted.
we should tread cautiously.
Well noted.
So
Kaka,
that's Sky's view.
Yes.
Let me take you. I'll stay in Parliament.
But why was I sitting with you?
Let's stay in Parliament.
Kaka, talk to me.
Sky,
Kaka, talk to me. Council, you're out of order.
You're out of order. Minority demands AG's resignation over 350 million Ghana cedis contingency fund withdrawal.
Okay.
And Benjamin Acton Tete writes that the minority caucus in Parliament has called for the resignation of the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayene, over what it describes as the unconstitutional withdrawal of 350 million Ghana cedis from the contingency fund earmarked for victims of the recent floods. Right. Addressing the press conference in Parliament yesterday, the Deputy Minority Leader, Mrs. Patricia PJ, alleged that Dr. Ayene, and it's Dr. Ayene, Ghanaian Times, it's not Mr. Ayene, Dr. Ayene, in a letter dated July 1, 2026, directed the governor of the Bank of Ghana BOG to release the funds, but the governor declined the directive. She said the Attorney General's action was surprising because the contingency fund established under the 1992 Constitution was the subject of ongoing garnishee proceedings before a court. According to Mrs. Apieje, Parliament approved the 350 million Ghana cedi for flood relief without being informed that the fund was tied up in legal proceedings.
Okay.
She also questioned the Ministry of Finance's announcement that the funds had been released despite the pending court process.
Right.
The Deputy Minority Leader described the Attorney General's action as a violation of Articles 1, 2, and 125 of the Constitution,
Okay.
arguing that no arm of government should place itself above the authority of the courts.
Right.
Let's stay in Parliament because there's a call. Name, prosecute government officials in $208 million meth bust. This is coming in from in Team Fojo in the Daily Guide. Ranking Member of Parliament's Defence and Interior Committee, Reverend John in Team Fojo, has called on the Minister for the Interior, Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, to publicly name and prosecute any government officials implicated in the tracking of narcotics. It's actually trafficking of narcotics through Ghana. Now, his demand follows revelations by the Honorable Muntaka, who told Parliament's Committee on Government Assurance that preliminary investigations into a 320 kilogram meth shipment worth some $208 million had implicated some government and public officials who allegedly manipulated the security system to allow the drugs to leave the country. I mean, listening to the voice clip, it was quite shocking. But I don't know whether the minister intended to say that these are government officials in the sense of, ministers, deputy ministers, those high rank
public officials.
Yeah, or public officials.
Right.
Yeah, because government officials
That's a different thing
takes it to
altogether.
an entirely different realm. So they could be civil servants or public officers, so that we can confine the meaning.
Right.
But the way it is some way.
was some
So
way.
probably he has to come out and start tidying it up.
Okay, staying with the narcotics subject, if you go to page 3 of the Ghanaian Times, police arrest 44 over alleged drug network targeting university students. And Stephanie Brekrang writes that the Ghana Police Service has arrested 44 suspects following an intelligence-led operation that dismantled an alleged drug distribution network accused of producing and supplying narcotic-infused product to university students in the Ashanti region. The operation also led to the arrest of key suspects allegedly involved in producing cannabis-laced toffees, cannabis-infused alcoholic beverages, and supplying cannabis to students in university campuses. A statement signed by the head of Public Affairs Unit of the Ashanti Regional Police Command, Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Godwin Ahianyo, said the operations were conducted by the Inspector General of Police Special Operations Team in collaboration with the Ashanti Regional Police Command between July 3 and 5. It said the operations targeted identified criminal hotspots in Kumasi metropolis, including a Mena news site, Bwedi, Abuabo, Ashtown, Kodie, Brema,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh, something.
Pankrono, Jinyase, and surrounding communities. According to the statement, the operation led to the arrest of 44 suspects, comprising 41 males and 3 females, for various narcotics-related offences.
Right.
Well, I want to take you back to the Ghanaian, the Daily Guide.
Right.
There's a story here. Ready to remain. Hanan says he's ready to remain in custody until court rules.
Oh, okay.
This is according to Dame. But I think yesterday there was a further development that he's been granted bail and related matters without conditions. Now, but this story came in much earlier. So the latest is that, in fact, yesterday the Attorney General Former issued a statement complaining about a number of things.
Okay.
But it subsequently became clear that the EOCO had given him bail and blah blah blah.
Right.
So that's on that particular matter.
All right.
And this paper, Ghanaian Times, is reporting that the court is set to hear his release bid tomorrow. So
No,
that
I
has
thought
been
yesterday,
dealt
if
with.
my memory serves me correctly, and the facts I received yesterday are correct, EOCO was said to have given him.
So this is belated.
Yeah.
So let me take you away from Parliament and court and take you to the roads. The roads minister has been on the roads, really inspecting some projects. Before I get to some of the places he's been to and some of the things he's been saying, the Adenta Dodowa corridor is a very important stretch for many of our communities who are in the eastern part of Accra. The contractor is saying that the project is 63% complete. The contractor working on the Adenta Dodowa Road project says the project is 63% complete and remains on course for substantial completion by March 2027, despite challenges affecting construction. Speaking to Channel 1 TV on Wednesday, July 8, the project manager of Oswald Investments Limited, Gabriel Foley, attributed the pace of work to delays in property acquisition, compensation, and the relocation of utility service. He, however, assured motorists that the contractor remains committed to completing the project within the scheduled time frame.
And if you want to see photographs of what the minister is doing, you have to get a copy of the Chronicle. Go to the back page. There are photographs there. The minister inspecting the road works. But if I may, or you want to do
Yes,
something?
I want to do this story. Civil societies urging government to crack down on exploitative drivers. And Benedicta Jima Foley is reporting that the Universal Friendship Organization, UFO, a civil society organization, has called on government to clamp down on commercial drivers who exploit commuters. The organization said passengers had endured more than 2 years of hardship due to what it described as unfair practices by some transport operators, despite recent reductions in fuel prices and the cost of some goods and services. In a statement issued in Accra yesterday and cited by the Ghanaian Times, UFO accused some drivers of failing to adjust fares in line with falling fuel prices while continuing practices that place an additional burden on commuters. It described the situation as unacceptable and urged immediate action to end what it termed as the exploitation of passengers.
Okay, so let me take you back to the Chronicle. There's a story there talking about the flooding situation, but in an entirely different way. We've been accusing the chiefs of not doing their part. Well, there's a story on pages 8 and 9 of the Chronicle. I have never authorized the sale of land at Sakumuno Ramsar side. This is the Nungwa Manche speaking. And the story says the paramount chief of the Nungwa traditional area, Nungwa Manche, Obuade Noche, King Professor Odefio Willenchi Charlie, the big man, the third, has categorically stated that he had never authorized the sale of any land or signed any document covering the sale of land within the Sakumuno Ramsar site, reaffirming his commitment to support the prosecution of the internationally significant wetland. Now, the Nungwa Manche, who is also the president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, made the declaration during a consultative meeting between the Forestry Commission and the Nungwa Traditional Council at the Nungwa Manche Palace. Now, the engagement formed part of ongoing efforts to strengthen collaboration between the Commission and the traditional authorities in the Sakumuno catchment area to safeguard the ecological integrity of the Sakumuno Ramsar site and address the growing threat of encroachment. Now, the visit also sought to solicit the support of the Nungwa Traditional Council in the protection and preservation of the site. So if he didn't sign it, then who are the people who may have alienated that particular property? Because if it is a stool land, and as we understand it to be, and also a national and international asset for that matter. Then who is signing what? And
So the task force tasked with the responsibility of tidying up the space has work to do. This is collaboration. They asked for collaboration. The chiefs are saying that they've not authorized the sale of these sacred spaces that are ecologically relevant. So it means that we do not have any excuse, because those we think are responsible are saying, I'm not part of it. So go and demolish
They need
it.
to investigate and also bring to book the alleged perpetrators. But still on the flooding situation, the Ghanaian Times has an editorial that is headlined, "No more excuses." No, it's not on flooding. Sorry about that. That's on roads. So no more excuses. Fix our roads on time.
Okay.
But there's an article by Professor Samuel Attah titled "When the Rains Return: Why Floods Must No Longer Define Ghana's Future." Can I read a bit of that?
Which page is this?
This is on page 7 of the Ghanaian
We will
Times.
grab the paper for more details. I just want to wrap up. You want to bring something else? Yes, please go ahead.
No. So just an interesting story on page
Tell
10
me
of the
about
Ghanaian Times. Called "Ansah unveils film to reclaim Africa's narrative."
Right.
And Enoch Sian writes that veteran Ghanaian filmmaker Ansah has unveiled a new documentary, an animated film aimed at sparking conversations on Africa's identity, history, and future, while urging filmmakers to use cinema as a tool to reclaim the continent's narrative.
TV Africa.
Yes.
Oh, wow, he's a great
And you
mind.
should see it. This promises to be great.
He's a legend. And later today we'll bring you.
Africa still there.
It is there. Later today, we'll bring you a media review of the Ghanaian economy, measuring progress, identifying risk, and charting the way forward. That's our quarterly economic outlook on Channel 1 television. The news review was brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Your salary definitely deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today. Enjoy amazing benefits from lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch to us now, 0800 003355. Who is in with the business news?
Mrs. Ajaho. And she's looking like the Queen's representative. You know the red coat.
Challenge these days, new level crown. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank, and that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
My salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I need your side, Fidelity.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Telenete Ajaho joins us. The business news. Mrs. Ajaho.
Yes, Caleb.
Good morning.
Good morning. And good morning out there. You're welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News. Is brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Good Energy. Coming up, ASAP urges government to restore fuel price relief as global oil prices rise. Also, Ghana Association of Banks commits to stronger collaboration to tackle financial fraud. And later, Channel 1 TV to host quarterly economic outlook today will bring you a report on what to expect. Let's settle for the details now. The recent easing in fuel prices at the pumps in countries under threat as rising international crude oil prices put renewed pressure on the cost of petroleum products. Energy stakeholders are now pressing government to reintroduce fuel price relief measures to cushion consumers against possible increases in ex-pump prices. There's more in the following report.
Fuel prices at the pumps had eased in recent pricing windows after international crude oil prices retreated to pre-conflict levels, with prices at times falling below $70 per barrel. But renewed tensions between the United States and Iran, coupled with US President Donald Trump's assertion that the ceasefire between the two countries is over, have pushed crude oil prices higher, with prices nearing $80 per barrel. For petroleum import-dependent economies such as Ghana, the recent easing in fuel prices could soon come under pressure if the upward trend in global oil prices persists. Policy lead for petroleum and conventional energy at the Africa Center for Energy Policy, Kojo Yauche, believes governments may have to reintroduce fuel price relief measures as higher international crude oil prices are expected to drive up ex-pump fuel prices.
It is my expectation that we have learned from the February, March, April, the prices going up to have built enough stocks that allows us to smoothen consumption. I think what we need, yes, we need that relief to come, but we need it programmed around the thinking of the geopolitics of what is happening, right? So that it becomes a matter of public policy where we say if prices increase to this level, automatically these reliefs kick in.
That was policy lead for petroleum and conventional energy at the Africa Center for Energy Policy, Kojo Yauche, ending that report by Daniel Sakite. Now, latest data from the Bank of Ghana's 2025 fraud report shows that the number of employees implicated in fraud across banks and specialized deposit-taking institutions declined by 40%, dropping from 365 in 2024 to 219 in 2025. The decline comes at a time when Ghana's financial sector recorded a significant rise in overall fraud cases during the year, driven largely by a surge in electronic fraud. Despite the reduction in staff-related fraud cases, the total value at risk from fraud across banks and SDIs increased to 101 million Ghana cedis, underscoring continued financial exposure associated with fraudulent activities. The reduction in employee involvement in fraud points to improved internal controls, stronger monitoring systems, and enhanced oversight mechanisms within financial systems. The report also indicated that fraud incidents recorded by banks declined by 34%, while SDIs recorded a 47% reduction in reported cases. Despite the decline in the number of implicated employees, cash-related offences remain the most prevalent form of internal fraud. Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana says it won't hesitate to sanction any finance institution or failure to take measures to minimize fraud. Eric Kabil is with the Financial Stability Department of the Central Bank.
We continue to engage our regulated institutions, and we continue to also embark on some level of sensitization, or what we call fraud awareness campaigns, so that we'll get all the staff involved, and then we'll try to create that awareness so that the staff themselves will be aware of these fraudulent activities, and for they themselves not to get themselves involved in fraudulent activities. What we do is periodic investigations, and once we do these investigations and we find any bank to be culpable of weak internal controls, we recommend the appropriate sanctions to be meted out to these institutions.
Eric Kabil is with the Financial Stability Department of the Bank of Ghana. Now, the Ghana Association of Banks has also noted that the decline in reported fraud cases reflects growing efforts by industry players to strengthen controls and protect consumers within the sector. Johnny Wa is the CEO of the association.
The declining trend happened on the back of reported increase in transaction volumes within the banking industry. We are not relenting, given these positive developments in the fight against fraud because of the positive movement. We believe that one fraud anywhere in the financial services sector is an enemy everywhere. So we will continue to work with all the other players in the ecosystem, be they the SDIs, the PSPs, and the other fintechs, so that together we forge a great war against financial fraud in the country, and we come out successful, and we get our customers and the financial services consuming public aligned in a fight against fraud.
Johnny Wise is the CEO of the Ghana Association of Banks. Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority has given Electrochem Ghana Limited, a subsidiary of the McDan Group of Companies, 7 days to settle an outstanding tax debt of 8.6 million Ghana cedis or face additional enforcement action. The directive follows an operation by GRA's compliance unit, which sealed off the company's administration block at Ada as part of efforts to recover the unpaid taxes. Speaking to the media after the exercise, GRA's Accra Area Enforcement Manager Joseph Annan warned that the authority will be compelled to lock down the entire mining facility if the company fails to clear the tax liability within the 7-day deadline.
Beyond that, we'll come back and seal off the main gates so that there wouldn't be any access at all to any of them, including even their customers. So we have given them some grace period of 7 days to do the needful. So for now, we are done with the administrative block. We have sealed off completely, but then the workers are still around. They are customers because they need to raise money to pay. Because what we have here is historical, dating back from 2021. We don't target any taxpayer. All we do is to go into our gateways, our ledgers that we keep for our taxpayers. And once we find out that you owe us, we'll come and give you, we'll visit you, a friendly visit. But then it can be difficult, a very difficult and challenging visit when we come and you have not done the needful.
That was GRA's Accra Area Enforcement Manager Joseph Annan. Now, economic analysts, policymakers and business leaders are set to assess the state of Ghana's economy on Channel 1 TV's quarterly economic outlook. The forum will go beyond headline economic indicators to examine how recent policy decisions are affecting businesses and households across the country. My colleague Nashika has more in this report.
The quarterly economic outlook will provide a platform for policymakers, economists and private sector leaders to review Ghana's macroeconomic performance, assess emerging risk and discuss the country's economic prospects. The latest edition, scheduled for Thursday, July 9, 2026 at 11 a.m. is themed a media review of the Ghanaian economy, measuring progress, identifying risk and charting the way forward. General Manager of Channel 1 Television Bernard Avle shared insights into objectives of this edition of the forum.
How much financial resources available for businesses? So we have Absa Bank who will be speaking to us around how they see those numbers. So for example, if the central bank has a monetary policy rate which affects all other rates and inflation is at a certain level, what does that mean for access to credit? Because the credit then determines the speed of new economic activity. We feel like as Channel 1, we need to take the lead in independent, proactive discussions about the economy and give voice to various perspectives so that viewers and listeners can have a more deep but rounded view of where the world's economy is and where we are. So that in a nutshell is what we are doing.
Bernard Avle also highlighted some of the high-profile speakers and panelists expected to participate in the discussions.
We have AGI, the big manufacturing companies, right? What do the macro numbers mean for the ability to produce all the things we need to produce here? How do we balance that out? Then, of course, we have an economist, because it's an economic discussion. So we'll have an economist who will speak around how to interpret the link between global events and local phenomena. And I think Channel 1 and Citi FM are known for that we don't just report what has happened. We tell you why it happened and what it means for you. And I think the Channel 1 Economic Quarterly is a very credible platform for this. I'll be moderating this conversation.
That was a report filed by my colleague Nashika Caesar. Now, the interbank market this morning, the dollar is trading at 11 cedis 38 pesos, the British pound at 15 cedis 20 pesos, and the euro at 13 cedis. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the City Business News. It was brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Gold Good Energy. My name is Netili Neti Ajawu. Thanks for listening.
Introducing Ghana's leading pay-as-you-copy photocopier leasing company. Lease an A4, A3, heavy-duty or production machine and pay for only the copies made, or design your own payment plan. Simple and tietia. That's not all. Incredibly, toners, repairs, maintenance, follow-me printing, centralized tracking all come free of charge. Remember, financial prudence is the name of the game. Folks, forget about the expensive gimmicks and be smart. Join the hundreds of satisfied clients across all the 16 regions and every sector of the economy and save over 60% of your printing costs. Visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244-644048. Be prudent and lease a copier. Terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and front whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Annan. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Original the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Enterprise Blue FM.
Enterprise Blue FM, the bus.
It's DJ E on Enterprise Blue FM. Guys, after the heavy rains this week, we are looking for the calmest person in Ghana. Who's the most chill person you know right now? Let's go.
DJ, it has to be Mansa. Look, the flood entered her house and completely submerged her car. Next thing I see on her WhatsApp status, she's smiling and sipping tea on her balcony. Like me, I'll be crying, but she's totally relaxed. DJE, it's true. Mansa's home and car are destroyed, but this girl is not stressing at all. She just tells us everything is under control. Hey, Mansa, how?
Wow, Mansa, we need your secret too.
They say Entoa, but when unexpected floods strike, we've got you covered. At Enterprise Insurance, with over 100 years of experience, we say whether it's home, motor, travel, or insurance for your business, Entoa, if it happens, chill.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
L to the L to the L to the L. Hey. La la la. Help me make I know they talk much. I wanna be concise. They want to accommodate. Don't make I be your bike. Working from 9 to 5. You go like my hand design. I'm scanning the whole area. The gold I want to learn. Oma. They on my mind. Oma. They on my mind. Bring all the joy on the side. You do me kono. I know fit to offer your body. I know na me penno. Up on it to make a sliding.
It's 15 after 7. Natele Nete Ajaho brought you the business news. Thank you as always, Natele. The business news is sponsored by Girl, EcoBank and MTN. If you are on the road looking for quality fuel that gives your engine smooth performance, look no further, my brother, my sister. Girl Super XP is of premium quality. It gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Girl Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel that takes you further. As you journey the road, look out for Girl stations and fuel up your vehicle with quality you can trust. Girl Super XP, so failure, Woman feel it. Girl, good energy. Do you know how money really moves in Ghana? See, at EcoBank, we know it doesn't just move on payday, but every single day we connect you to the people who matter most. EcoBank gives you one seamless banking experience across 34 African countries. Our digital platforms instantly connect people, business, and opportunities across the entire continent. So pay bills, transfer funds, manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Just download the EcoBank mobile app, dial *770#, use EcoBank online and our nationwide ATMs. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Sometimes big moments begin with small things like a call to someone you love, a moment to help family, a bundle to grow your business, etc., etc. And what if those little moves could lead to something much bigger? You know, with the MTN at 30 promo, every call, text, browse, Momo transaction, home fiber connection and activity on the My MTN app earns you points towards amazing rewards. Win one of 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados. Share in the over 10 million Ghana City in cash prizes. Enjoy unforgettable experiences made just for you. Every move counts, so just dial *530#. Open My MTN app. Join the MTN at 30 promo now. MTN at 30, make every move count. Here's a good thing. You see, the recent floods have left many families counting their losses, damaged homes, flooded vehicles, disrupted businesses. But you see, for Mansano, while the damage was real, there was one less thing to worry about. She had the right insurance cover for enterprise with enterprise insurance. They say, "Ento wada." If you know, do you before sleep? But enterprise insurance is changing the narrative. It says "Etoa da." If it happens to you, chill, because we've got you covered right in the midst of the storm. Don't wait for the unexpected to catch you off guard. Secure your home, your car, travel and business today with our innovative insurance solutions. Enterprise insurance, absolutely your advantage. Now, Kickoff is brought to you by Lesheho. Are you ready to power up your finances and unlock your path to financial freedom? The Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution is tailored just for you. With Lesheho's Fixed Deposit Solution, you're making your money work for you. Join the investment revolution with our Fixed Deposit Solution. Take charge of your financial future. Call us now, 0302-208-333. Call this number to learn more. Invest wisely, invest with Lesheho. Lesheho, let's improve life. Gabby Ofe, he sent me something nice to play for you for Kickoff.
The biggest World Cup with 48 teams has now reached the third round of its knockout phase, with 40 nations falling by the wayside in the last 2 weeks. The quarterfinals lineup is now complete. France take on Morocco on Thursday, July 9 at the Boston Stadium in the USA. Spain are up against Belgium on Friday, July 10 in Los Angeles. Norway take on England on Saturday, July 11 at the Miami Stadium. Argentina up against Switzerland on Saturday to early Sunday morning, July 11 or July 12 in Kansas City Stadium. This stage has got all the powerful names: Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, Lamine Yamal. The sheer amount of star power between the 8 teams competing in the 2026 FIFA World Cup quarterfinals is hard to comprehend, but easy to watch and enjoy. France, who were finalists at the last edition in 2022, won the competition in 2018. At 27 years old, Kylian Mbappe has already made 103 appearances for France and scored 63 goals. He's the country's all-time leading goal scorer. This is his third World Cup. The first 2 ended by winning the tournament in a run-up finish. How about Morocco? They made history in 2022 by becoming the first African nation to reach the World Cup semi-final. Next for the Atlas Lions will be to make it to the final game. Morocco is through to the quarterfinals after beating the Netherlands in the round of 32 and then Canada in the round of 16. In both matchups, they have clearly been the superior team. Next for Morocco is a rematch of that semi-final against France. Spain is known for its impressive possession, first game free through one of the best midfields in the world. So far though, its defense has been the star of the tournament. La Roja has played 5 games at this World Cup and is yet to concede a goal. They take on Belgium next, which will be a much tougher test. Norway have got their Viking monster in Erling Haaland. Call him what you want, as long as you call him the most dominant striker on this planet, and possibly others. The only player that comes close, the player that will be starting opposite him in the quarterfinal, is Harry Kane. England will be hoping to brush away the Vikings of Norway as they chase the first World Cup since the 90s. The final matchup will be between Argentina and Switzerland. The Swiss team has reached the quarterfinals 3 times, 1934, 1938 and 1954. However, they have failed to advance in all 3 of its appearances. Messi, on the other hand, is after his 2nd World Cup and likely last World Cup title. If he pulls it off, Messi will become the first player in the World Cup history to win 2 World Cups while wearing the captain's armband, and Argentina will become the first back-to-back men's World Cup champions since Brazil 64 years ago.
World Football Update from the BBC.
Hello, I'm Mike McCarthy at the BBC Sports Centre with the latest World Cup news. Egypt boss Hossam Hassan says his side had been treated unfairly and suffered injustice in their 3-2 defeat to Argentina in the last 16. Egypt led 2-0 but had another goal controversially disallowed following a VAR review. They also felt Mohamed Salah was fouled in Argentina's penalty area seconds before the reigning champions broke for their added time winner. Hassan said perhaps they wanted to keep the world champion in the competition, perhaps they wanted Messi to stay in the running. BBC Sport has approached FIFA for comment. Well, despite Argentina's dramatic fight back, South American football expert Tim Vickery doesn't think they have what it takes to retain the World Cup.
Firstly, and it's just difficult, these knockout games, the margin is so tight. That defence nearly buckled so many times under pressure in Qatar. No new defenders have emerged. The other one is the absence of Di Maria. Messi, who had been trying to play his way through the middle all through the game, and it hadn't been working for him, became Di Maria.
Argentina will play Switzerland in the quarterfinals after they beat Colombia on penalties to reach the last 8 for the first time since 1954. Goalkeeper Gregor Kobel was the Swiss hero. He saved from Chucho Hernandez as they won 4-3 in the shootout following a goalless draw. Swiss broadcaster David Lemos says Kobel's had to wait to be the main man.
We've known for many, many years that Gregor Kobel is one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. He's been famously one of the best in the Bundesliga, but he had to be the number 2 behind Jan Sommer, who famously saved the Mbappe penalty 5 years ago. And since Sommer has retired from the national team, it is now Kobel's turn, and he was waiting for his big moment. And it happened today on the best of days.
Well, the quarterfinals get underway on Thursday as the 2018 champions France face 2022 semi-finalists Morocco in Boston. And for more World Cup news from the BBC, just go to bbc.com/football.
World Football Update from the BBC.
City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you quality financial solution. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, let's go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's go, we improve your life.
Careful, Charlie. Turn up small, make it pass the door. Yes, like that. Yo, my guy, what happened? Hey, you get new TV. Charlie, major upgrade for the tournament season. Oh, this your TV there. The only way I go watch matches for your house. Oh. How much you buy them? I don't buy them. I win them from the Samsung Win Big promo. Hey, you make serious? How? Simple. I buy my Samsung Galaxy phone from an authorized dealer. Where I visit www.samsung.txtghana.com. Where I enter my details to enter the draw. Then boom, I win this 85-inch Samsung TV. Charlie. Where more prices to do? Galaxy phones, tablets, watches, fridges, washing machines, and more every week. Then I go buy Samsung with that.
This promo is on from now till July 3rd. Buy a Samsung Galaxy device and stand the chance to win exciting Samsung prizes every week. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Carters Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Every child is different. Different interests, different paths, different needs. And nobody understands your child better than you. With our all-new wheat, with no refined sugar, Cerelac gives you more choice to support your child how you see best. We take the big decisions, and we support you with the options to make them possible. Cerelac. Care for them. Count on us. This ad has been FDA approved.
The contract is here. Oh, my pocket. Flat like a football with no hair.
Don't stress. That is why DCI Microfinance is here for you.
DCI? What magic can they do?
No magic, just real solutions. With your contract and LPO financing, you can deliver on time. And when you're waiting on payment, their invoice and certificate discounting puts cash in your hands quickly. Their loans are fast, simple, and reliable.
So no more borrowing for my father-in-law? Now, that's a blessing.
Exactly. Call them now on 0577 669346. DCI Microfinance. Miles beyond the extra.
Everybody is a winner in the Ungalicious Abiwa promo. Over 4 million worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ungalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Unga powder promo sachets and 20 Unga shrimp tablets promo wrappers at any Unga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code. Send to *713*27# and win instantly. Cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs from 15th April to 15th July 2026. Hurry, don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved.
This football season, Max Buy Hat-Trick promo hits live. Score cash goals, win with free subscription and huge discounts. World Cup week, and my match be a empong. It's sunset with TV and Nintia. It's sunset. Max Buy Hat-Trick promo. Ewaha. Score up to 40% off on all TVs. After Superto TV, then your free DSTV box and 1 month free subscription. Once more, predict matches correctly when you buy Techno Come on 50 and get a cash back. Eish, where the Hat-Trick promo Ankasa. Pure enjoyment and massive savings. Enjoy the big games and save big. Promo way and cost from 8 June equity 20th July. Fraying. It was 0544 019 552. Max Buy a year Hat-Trick promo. A year Hat-Trick promo. Hey.
Improve your gum and oral health with the new Nesta mouthwash from Ernest Chemists Limited. Nesta mouthwash comes in original and fresh mint for the treatment of bleeding or irritated gums, mouth ulcers, maintenance of oral hygiene, prevention of bad breath and plaque. Nesta mouthwash, great oral hygiene, long-lasting freshness. Available in pharmacies nationwide. Manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
clap for him. My friend just found success in a major way. I'm gonna clap for him. My neighbor's child just learned to ride a bike. My anxious friend just came back from hike. And I'm so happy, let me give them some hype. I'm gonna clap for them. I win, you win, they win, we win. We sing a happy song, tinga tinga linga ling. Let's clap for others. I win, you win, they win, we win. We sing a happy song, tinga tinga linga ling.
It's 32 after 7. And this song, I love it. Clap. I'm playing this one for all my lovely little nieces and nephews and the critical constituents of the show. The little kids who always listen to the show. We meet them in town, we meet them at our events, and they literally recite the things we say on the show. We love it. We are glad that you're a big part of this family. We have something fantastic coming up for all the lovely kids out there. So just stay tuned in.
When I win,
one for you, one for me. It's feeding time. Yum Vita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time easy and rich with 16 essential vitamins and minerals. You only need to add previously boiled water. 3 exciting variants: wheat, rice, maize, for an amazing price of 5 Ghana Cedi 50 pesos. This is real value for money. Affordable, nutritious, and convenient. Yum Vita, good nutrition for a great start. This advert is FDA approved. This July, Ghana will host global energy leaders and experts at the Ghana International Petroleum Conference. It's called GIPCON 2026. On the theme, building a resilient downstream policy, innovation, and investment for growth. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, will be the distinguished guest of honor. Speakers include Honorable Dr. John Abdullahi Jinapor, Minister for Energy and Green Transition. Godwin Aduji Tamaklo, CEO of National Petroleum Authority, will be speaking, as well as Dr. Patrick Ofori, CEO of the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, together with Dr. Riverson Opon, CEO, Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies. This is happening on July 16 to 17, 2026, 8 a.m. each day. Palms Convention Center is where it's happening at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. The event will be climaxed with the Downstream Awards and Gala Night happening on the 18th of July at 6 p.m. Kempinski Gold Coast City Hotel, Accra. Gipcon.com is where to register. 055-822-3678. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. So give your business the competitive edge it deserves at Dawa Industrial Zone. A world-class industrial park spread across over 2,000 acres of prime industrial land with modern infrastructure, strategic connectivity, and a thriving ecosystem of manufacturers, heavy industries, automotive industries, textile production businesses, logistics, food and agro-processing enterprises. Within a well-segmented industrial zone, Dawa Industrial Zone is the ideal destination for growth and expansion. Position your business for success in one of West Africa's fastest-growing industrial hubs. 055-2040,000. Call this number today. Visit diz-ghana.com. Dawa Industrial Zone, where industry thrives. And at 7-Eleven, Baseline Boats and Nuts, premium boats and nuts, washers, anchor boats, start boats, U-boats, and more are manufactured right here in Ghana. And they provide advanced coating and surface treatment solutions, BTFE, epoxy coatings, galvanizing, phosphating, and corrosion protection systems for demanding industrial applications. So if you're into construction, mining, manufacturing, oil and gas, just come by. We got you sorted. 055-7126-501 or 0544-967-307. 7-Eleven Baseline Boats and Nuts, made in Ghana, made faster, made stronger. And Kakra and Sky, I don't know about you, but one of the most exciting parts of the show for me is when you are not on the show, you are out there, parents meet you, and they call their kids to come and have a photo with you. Their kids are telling you one thing or the other they love about the show and how they even recite all the jingles we play. I mean, I love the fact that a very critical part of our audience is the future, and we are culturing and nurturing them through our conversations into the kind of, responsible citizens we want them to be. And not only do we have conversations, we create literally opportunities and platforms for them to thrive, Kakra.
Yes, and one such opportunity is the literacy challenge. And for this year's edition, we're looking at students or young people between 11 and 15 years.
Okay.
If you're brilliant, if you're creative, and if you're confident, you may want to pay attention to this.
Very important.
And you could win 10,000 Ghana cedis. You could get 10,000 Ghana cedis. You could get a laptop and national recognition. And this is very important. You could be on your way to starting your career in journalism, in law, in business, etc. because of the exposure that you're going to get. So what we need to do is to get young people to write. Okay, I'll share the topic in a bit, but this is an essay.
Okay.
You write in your hand.
So you are not typing.
No,
it is handwritten
in your hand.
Okay.
And that I love to, when I come here, I'm holding these diaries.
Right.
Yes, I'm not the high-tech man. I'm not like Sky. I like to write in my diary. So you handwrite, and then your parent endorses, or a guardian or a teacher, and then you include your full contact details. So you're expected to write this essay from now, or from when we first announced, to 20th July, to Monday. That's the deadline.
2 weeks.
Make sure you write, you go through, you edit, you get the adults, the parents, guardian or teacher to endorse, include your details, and submit latest Monday, 20th July 2026, after which, unfortunately, we will not take any submissions.
Right.
But here's the topic, and it's a very interesting topic, and I know Sky is listening attentively to the topic. So
drum roll. Yeah, but don't give them some time to
we have our pen and paper
so that they can copy.
Yes.
Okay. So young folks, grab your pen and paper. Listen attentively. I'll take my time to read this. Write down the topic. Take your time. Take a moment to mull over it. Take it in and decide how you're going to.
No, you make a fantastic quiz mistress.
Okay. So here's the topic.
Yes.
For this year. In not less than 600 words, write a letter to the Minister of Education as a youth consultant, discussing the advantages and disadvantages of the use of artificial intelligence, AI, in education. Advice on how Ghana can effectively integrate AI into basic schools to improve teaching and learning, while ensuring that students in rural and underserved communities are not left behind. Shall I take it again?
You should, because yes, some people. So no, now take it more boko.
Now more boko, and breaking it down. Okay. So in not less than 600 words. Write a letter to the Minister of Education as a youth consultant, discussing the advantages and disadvantages of the use of artificial intelligence, AI, in education. Advice on how Ghana can effectively integrate AI into basic schools to improve teaching and learning.
Right.
While ensuring that students in rural and underserved communities are not left behind.
Beautiful. Wow.
This is a very comprehensive topic. So you're going to act as a consultant. So you need to think as a consultant to the education ministry, give them some ideas, look at the positives and the negatives of artificial intelligence in education and how they can be used effectively to integrate or integrated into basic education.
Not forgetting.
The teaching and learning, not just teaching, but how AI can help with teaching and also learning
aspect.
And we don't leave out anybody. This appears to be an all-inclusive challenge. So the topic is asking you to think about how you can ensure students in rural and underserved communities are not left out.
I like the topic because we are the cusp of this fourth industrial revolution. AI is a big thing now,
Certainly.
and it is actually bringing the kids to the forefront of shaping the future of education using AI. There's been a big conversation about the ethical use of, AI, whether or not schools should even open their doors to the use of artificial intelligence. So this is going to get us to hear the germane thoughts of the future of the nation.
Yes, because these young people have ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot running through their minds. They see what is happening in the country, in the region, in the continent, and also on the global level, and they've got ideas. So it will be interesting to hear what they have to say. I'm always excited about these kind of challenges because I went to Switzerland after writing a similar essay by the UN's IT.
You go to Switzerland?
International Communication. So I think young people.
My lady. I want to learn.
That's why you speak English.
I say, okay, friends in the Spanish, the girlfriend.
Guys, let me learn. No, because you see, from my experience, I got to travel. I got to meet over hundreds of young people from other countries all over the world. These kind of things are important. It builds your confidence.
Absolutely.
It helps you to interact with other people. You get into your own head because you're going to sit down and think about this topic and break it down and decide where you want to go with it. So you get into your own head, and I feel like it's exciting. And every young person, remember that you have to be between 11 and 15 years. If you believe you are brilliant, I believe everyone young person is
listening to us.
Brilliant, you're creative, and you're confident. You want to participate in this because this is going to grow you more. It's going to increase your brilliance. It's going to increase your creativity and your confidence. Plus, there's 10,000 Ghana cedis to win, and this is not for the parents. Don't touch. No.
What can you use the money for?
You can use it for investment.
That's right. I mean, you take care of things when you
don't use it for shopping.
go to
Put it
university
into
or
some investments. Shopping, your parents will handle that. Plus, there's a laptop, so you can get
The mothers will not spend the answer.
But they actually like say, "Oh, let me keep it for you."
You never get it.
No. You have to invest it. Put it into something, and then there's a laptop, so you get to use that, and then you get the national recognition.
How open is this to kids from across the country? So someone says, "Oh, I'm in the Northeast, or I'm in Upper West, I'm in Savannah region, or Bono T region, Volta." Is this a national contest?
So remember, we said this is all inclusive, and the last part of the topic says ensuring that students in rural and underserved communities are not left behind. The topic itself is looking at everybody. So this is a challenge for every young person between 11 and 15 in Ghana. So whether you are in any of the 16 regions, whether you're in the central region, the Volta region, you're in the northern regions. These days they are what?
The regions in the north.
The regions in the north. We have northeast. We have Upper East, Upper West, Savannah. Yes, Bronga Hafu. So wherever you are in Ghana, once you are between 11 and 15, you are fit for this. Okay, you qualify for this. You want to put in your application, and what's going to happen, and perhaps to take you through the process, what's going to happen is that we're going to take in submissions from all over the country, from every region. But because we are making it inclusive, we will select 100, and this 100 will cut across representatives from all the regions. We screen it down to 100 top students, and then we take it further to 48 because there are 16 regions. So this 48 is 16 of 3. Okay, so there are 3 for every of the 16 regions. So every one region is going to have 3 brilliant, creative, amazing young people represented.
like that.
And from the essay, the next stage is the aptitude test. So we're going to engage them just to get to know how they think, how they're able to make decisions on their feet, and then transition that to the quizzes. So they're going to compete among themselves for the quizzes, and the team that is going to win, so which is a team of 3, we're going to select the topmost student out of that 3, because to be narrowed down to that one team comprising 3 young people, and we take the topmost of the 3, the best performer across the essays, the aptitude, and then the quizzes, and that person is going to be the ultimate winner. And really, everybody is a winner if you get to experience and pass through all of the stages. Everybody is a winner because you end up being an even better person. You know, through the experience.
So this is not a situation where you have more, people making it from a particular region. We have said it outside that in all the 16 regions, we have about 3 of them making it right from the essay. We're getting to the aptitude test, then we get to the quiz, which is more general knowledge.
Yes, it will cut across a wide range of issues, I believe.
Yes. And usually we come them in Accra, and through the process, we give them some training and coaching as well.
Yes.
Mentorship comes through as well. So
yes. So remember, the essay submission deadline is 20th July 2026 at 5 p.m.
Right.
The top 100 will be announced on 3rd August. 3rd August 2026. And the aptitude test will be conducted on 8th August 2026. And then the finals is scheduled for the weekend 5th to 6th September 2026.
Right.
Remember, it will be live on Channel 1 television.
Nice.
Yeah, but how are we receiving the entries? Because that's
By
important.
post.
Yes, so exactly how are we receiving it?
I could share that with you quickly.
Beautiful.
So drop your letters if you are able to at Channel 1 TV at number 5 Owula Hansen Lane, Tessano, or mail it to us. P.O. Box GP 1423 Accra Central. GP 1423 Accra Central. So P.O. Box GP 1423 Accra Central, and drop it at Channel 1 TV, and that's how we will receive your entries.
And if you need any further information, you can call 0205 973 973. Call 0205 973 973 for further information. That's if you need that. But remember that the Literacy Challenge 2026 is powered by Citi FM with support from Channel 1 Television, and it's proudly sponsored by Prospectus Ghana Limited, SIC Insurance, and Advocate Publishing.
Sky, if I am in any of the regions, you know, I am into some NGO volunteering, and I've been trying to, teach the people. I've been engaging in some teaching on the side. How important is it that the entire region, alumni, elderly people who are interested in the literacy rate of the children in the various regions, come on board, support them, follow through their journey all the way to the top?
Well, I think it's not just confined to people who may well be teaching in specific areas.
Exactly.
I think the issue here is that even you as a person can also take ownership of your own region, or maybe your former school, if you have one in, say, the Volta region, or maybe the Eastern region where you were at some point. Make the initiative, go there, talk to the kids about why it is important
to engage in
this particular contest, so that you are helping discover the next brilliant author of literary works or whatever it may well be. The importance of this particular initiative cannot be understated, because what you're doing is you are helping to get kids to think critically, to discover in their own bosom, from their own initiatives, what exactly it means to write an essay, what exactly it means to propose solutions. Think about what you believe the options are for the minister responsible for education, how artificial intelligence can be used in a productive, not a destructive way. You understand? And then ultimately ensuring that the kids in rural communities, these tools can be engaged in schools without leaving them behind.
Absolutely.
So it is not just the case that maybe you may be teaching in an area. If you are from Adafianu, like I am, I was telling Apioko and the team the other day that the day to know was too short, because I would have, created some space, because it's national in character, to go to Adafianu, to go to Denu Hedranao, to meet with the kids, talk to them about why it is important to take part in this particular process.
Council, you can do it this weekend or the next, you can organize all
because some way you never know. Let's see what but and also when you are going, you don't have to
you see, but if you're listening to me, your parent, guardian, you have a word. Listen, some of these opportunities really contributed to what we are today.
Exactly.
I remember my story when Sky met me at O'Reilly. We did that interview.
Beautiful.
All of those little moments of brilliance comes together when you expose yourself to some of these opportunities. Whether you are speaking, you are writing, you are doing poetry, open, what do they call it? Open word or spoken word.
Spoken word.
Spelling bee and all of these things. They go a long way to build your cognitive development and then also help with your social abilities. You get to mingle with people, you get to know new things, learn new things from people, and many other experiences that you otherwise won't get in the confinement of the classroom.
Look at it, for instance. I mean, the aspect of the competition that would help us to calm the students together. That's teaching you the skill. I mean, for some people in the rural areas who will be coming to Accra by reason of they having participated and having moved to the next stage. That will be the first time they will be come together.
For a lot of people, it will be the first time they come to Accra.
Exactly. Meeting other people, how group dynamics, how they work, how to engage with other people in a way that is meaningful. So that which is to say that if
you have not been to town before, you say only your mother's soup sweet.
Exactly. So in that you assume that my small Adafia,
you are there.
Exactly. But when you go out there, you meet other people. You may not, let's say, you may not win the top prize. Somebody else may. But the lessons you learn at the end of the day will make you a winner.
Absolutely.
You go back saying that, look, this particular competition, although I came third, although I came fourth, I have gained a lot from this particular exercise. And that the next competition, if I qualify to enter, I will do my best to win it. Or the next available competition, it may not even be the literacy challenge. It may be something else.
Absolutely.
And you will commit yourself because you have come to learn the rudiments, the ropes. You understand that, okay, this is what you do, what's supposed to be inside, this is what you say, this is how you say it. And through that, you are a better person. So as a parent, as an indigene of a particular community listening to us, as a teacher, as a consultant, you may be whoever you are in that particular community. You know, these kids, they hold us in high regard.
Absolutely.
So the point is that when you find a kid in the streets, you know that he's well beyond, between the ages of what? 11, 15. You may want to talk to that kid, to encourage that kid to go out there, sit down, put pen to paper, write this essay, send it to us, and let's look at what it is.
And when we're in O'Reilly, we love to attend these programs.
I know, right?
Because of that, it gives opportunity to also eat good food. When there are programs at British Council, every day you see me because they have some pizza.
That's right. It'll be rough.
It was the first time I ate it. And so I show up, And the other thing also is that when you meet other people from well-to-do schools, you discover that you are not that bad after all. Like,
exactly.
There isn't so much of a
confidence level.
It builds your confidence. So, Charlie, let your kids be part of this.
Exactly.
What it will do to their subconscious, it will amaze you. They will believe in themselves.
And you see, I think the schools will be on break soon. In fact, some have actually even gone on break.
Absolutely.
Now, many kids will be left to themselves to do what they want to do and all of that. Why not ensure that within the time now available,
you engage them productively?
Exactly. In a way that encourages them, because they are still fresh from school. So they remember some of the things that they were taught about, the English language, how to write a letter and all of these things. So that at the end of the day, they are able to write this. I mean, occupy them. They should do the research. The materials are there on the internet. If you are interested, why not dig in? If you have textbooks that are available on how to write a letter, you know what to do. You want to research, you know what artificial intelligence is about. And in fact, I mean, this is not to, let me just give an idea of what
marking scheme.
So
giving us some
guidelines.
Tutorial questions.
I'm not going to tell them what to write. But you see, just what we call the essay skeleton, right? So normally when you are writing a letter, what do? You first of all have to address, right? The letter to a specific person.
Absolutely.
For your address has to be indicated, and the person you're writing the address to has also to be indicated. Then you greet the person, right? Then you go to what? Introduction.
Yes.
You have to introduce. You know how to do the introduction.
So you're writing to the minister.
Exactly. So that has to be clearly in there.
Right.
Then the third thing you have to do is that we are talking about particular topic, right? Which is what the central theme in there. You have to take the topic apart.
Sharp.
And you find out what are we talking about, artificial intelligence, and how it can be useful in the education sector,
teaching and learning,
in a way that doesn't leave local communities or very underserved communities. So you see, you have to take AI, apart. So usefully, you have to define it. You understand? So make sure that you do the research. You know what artificial intelligence is. What kind of definition is there available? Standard definition is there's one exactly that has to be in there. Then you move on to talk about the advantages of artificial intelligence in the educational sector, because that is because you are confined to a particular space, which is the educational sector,
teaching and learning.
So you need to go into that particular space and discuss it. Then you have to talk about what the disadvantages, because once there's a good side to it,
there definitely will be something
exactly the bad side to it. Then you now move on. Having examined the advantages and then also the disadvantages, you look at what the context of Ghana and what recommendations will be relevant. That is where your creativity would
analysis.
Also exactly analyzing, looking at the advantages, the disadvantages,
localizing
it, contextualizing it, and what you believe the recommendations to Ghana should be. Then you move on to talk about what should happen to the rural communities, because you have talked about the broader issue of how we should use it, the recommendations you have made. Now the last leg of this particular essay, if you look at the topic closely, we are told that the discussion should be such that, or the use of AI.
You advise on how Ghana can effectively integrate AI into basic schools to improve teaching and learning while ensuring that students in rural and underserved communities are not left behind.
Beautiful. So that is, in my respectful view, that is an area that you can hive off neatly.
This is why you get the marks.
Because some people, they do the essay and they leave some parts. When you leave that part, you are losing marks. The people who mark, they will tell you that it's 100 marks.
Exactly.
But they'll be taking away marks. Taking away
small.
So you deal with that, and then you now deal with conclusion.
Fantastic.
Right? The conclusion is basically where you bring everything to a close and restate maybe an important point that you want the minister to remember. So that is how you do it. Then you close, and then those yours faithfully, sincerely business. You know the one to appropriately use. So this is just how to do it. But the meat, this is the skeleton. So in the UK, there's something we call the skeleton argument. When you go, I don't see that here often. When you go into the courts, they urge you to prepare a skeleton argument. So the cases you rely on, the laws and all you do it. It's just one pager, right? So you give it to the judge. So even the judge hasn't looked at your file previously.
They know where you are going.
Exactly. So something like that. So it is important that you follow this closely in a way that is meaningful, in a way that gives you the, So it's not a poll, but you should be guided. Yes, it's guidance.
No, I am really thrilled, and top of my mind, some of the kids in my neighborhood, some of the children who call me uncle. I'm thinking about you. I'll be calling your parents very soon, because you're all gonna write from Gerald to Bozoma and Co.
Yes.
You all get ready.
Yes.
You're going to win this 10,000.
Yes.
And uncle will get 30.
Yes, what I will do. Because I want to encourage a lot of my backyard people to put their application inside it. Their entries must come. So those who would, who would do very well.
Yes.
No,
motivation. I'm particularly looking forward to scripts from very hard to reach areas. Feel free to add your organic stories and experiences.
All these places, yeah. You know this, all these communities.
The hustle, put it inside.
Put it inside. You never know it will transform your whole life.
I'm telling you, and your whole village. We'll bring you tech and social media trends very shortly. And guess who joins us in the studio? From China, my God. Hello, man. Ni hao, Shiba. Ni hao. Very shortly. But if you are looking for world-class education, market-driven professional qualification, Dilexis University College is inviting you. They say, yeah, we know you can. You can be what you want to be. Come to us. We will make you the best in the business. We run courses in undergraduate from nursing to cybersecurity and digital forensics and everything in between. Apply online, dilexisuniversity.edu.gh. We are located at Tema Community 25, Peace B Junction, 0551 198 100. Call this number for inquiries. WhatsApp 0577 734 549. WhatsApp this number for inquiries. Admission is in progress. Do you know that SNIT pensioners can now engage a qualified healthcare professional from the comfort of their home? I'm telling you. SNIT, in partnership with the Trust Hospital and the National Health Insurance Authority, has introduced the SNIT telehealth service to provide convenient access to healthcare for pensioners. With this service, pensioners can consult a doctor or healthcare professional remotely for medical advice, routine healthcare concerns, and follow-up care without the stress of traveling to a hospital. To access the service, simply dial the toll-free number 0800 877 555. Take advantage of this innovative service designed to support your healthcare and well-being. SNIT Healthcare Service, quality healthcare at your service. And just before Sheba comes in, listen, shine your eye when someone calls you claiming to be from your bank. Fraudsters can sound very professional, confident, and convincing. Like, ask I. Lot of people have been sending him lucky numbers and they are all fraudsters.
You did the way the people who call you say, oh, yeah, tell me put a number
so please shine your eyes. Shine your eyes. They will empty your pocket fuel for you. So don't fall for that. Yeah, they may ask you to confirm your account details, help resolve a supposed problem, or secure your account. Remember, no bank will ever ask for your PIN, your password, or your OTP over the phone, email, or elsewhere. These are your secret and personal credentials, so please keep them to your chest. If a caller asks for this information, do not share it. End the call immediately and contact your bank using your bank official phone numbers only. Shine your eyes, spot the fraud, stop the fraud. This is brought to you by the Ghana Association of Banks. And Sheba Araba Benny joins us in the studio.
So how do you say welcome back?
Huan Yen.
That's welcome. It's a bit like they are talking from a can. Huan Yen.
No, Huan Yen. Huan, like with an H.
Oh, Huan Yen.
Yes.
So Sheba Huan Yen.
Sheshi.
Oh, I thought Sheshi. How was China?
It was good. It was very different. For one, obviously very different from Ghana, and food-wise, I've missed room.
I know that girl, she love her food. Oh my God!
I miss my good like never before.
Now you appreciate the quality of the
I do.
Did they tell you from?
Unfortunately, no.
That's the soup is nice.
Yeah, I tried the soup. I managed to drink like about 3 or 4 spoons, and then I gave up. Yeah, I gave up.
They use the stick for the pasta and things.
I couldn't do it actually. Maybe if I had stayed for longer, I may have, but the time wasn't too.
Charlie, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So, what took you to China? AI business?
Yeah, AI technology for journalists, and then also learning how they have actually advanced.
Wow,
like way advanced compared to how we have. And then we looked at some of the AI platforms or AI apps that they have, looking at incorporating it when it comes to journalism, having to do transcriptions, having to use like audios when you have to transcribe audios, also generating or cloning voices. We can also do that. And then they had the chance to show us what they have done with abandoned buildings. So they have turned an abandoned warehouse into a winery, turned an abandoned railway station into an AI center, and then also railway station into an AI center, also into an art center. It's a very beautiful place.
So like what Ibrahim Mahama has done in Tamale with the old
kind of
stuff.
But they with their own culture, their own culture. So there's like an art gallery, an art museum, and then the youth are actually the ones who are championing these kind of things. You don't see very old people leading these things. It's rather the youth who are leading these things, and it's so beautiful. I did not take anyone out of it. You asked me what I am reporting what I have.
No, but I like this.
Yeah, same.
Must have been very rewarding.
It was
enriching an experience.
Yes, and very different from Ghana again, as I said, because I like how they also take everything into consideration. Like the very basic things you wouldn't think is so important. That's what they actually focus on. So on the streets, you can see like the sign posts for like where to cross, where you have to turn to go here. You don't have to second guess anything you are doing, because everything is just pointed out. And wherever it is written in Chinese, they have still written in English, and everything is just easy for you.
And people are following it.
Mr. Sky. That was one of the things I said. So we just discipline. There was a road where there was a zebra crossing, and I was the only one crossing the road. When I got there, all the cars stopped. And I'm like, is it for just me? I'm like, no, this can't be for just me. It was very wow. Nobody expects you to run to cross the road.
The whole idea is to ensure you don't fall, because in the process you might fall and the car might hit you and all of that.
Bike was wild.
No, Charlie, no, so I can come for do something. So
we will do that. Champion.
No, Alba, welcome back. We should talk more about China, but what's trending this morning?
Today? Yes. So trending today, we have President Mahama on the Black Stars, who are unfortunately out of the World Cup, and he was commenting on their performance, and he made a comment that for the players who couldn't sing the national anthem during the World Cup, they shouldn't have earned their place on the national team. And he's actually saying that they should have been taken out. And he says if you cannot sing the anthem, then you cannot be on the team. Well, while he has said this, some people on social media are also commenting and saying that in that stead, then the ministers also should be taken through that same test and we should check if the ministers can also sing the national anthem and if that qualifies them to be ministers of the country. So
I can understand why the president would say that.
Yeah.
And I respect that. With the greatest respect to the president, I disagree globally with him, because the core competencies we are looking for when it comes to playing for the national team is whether you can kick a ball, whether you can score a goal, whether you can cross a ball, whether you can catch a ball, and you can do it competently.
But in his defense, he was making a joke. In his defense, it was a joke. But regardless, you have said countless of times that we should be patriotic. And in such an event,
how to sing the national anthem.
It actually does.
It may be a symptom of maybe one way of showing if you want to push it. But the point is, can the person score a goal for us?
No, but is that what we are?
That's what we will end up because hold on. I'm telling you that I can count on my fingers many people in parliament today, many people on the bench today, many people who even in this today.
As for this one,
even in this today,
can say
that. Should I challenge you to recite the national pledge?
I can't even say it. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. Is it not God bless our homeland and make our nation great as well? Both to defend forever the cause of freedom and for rights. Fill our heart with true humility. Make us cherish fearless honesty. Pastor, why you say so special? On the way. As for this one, it's based. You won't pray for
it. Unfortunately, you have failed. Oh, why? I asked you to say the national pledge.
I heard anthem. But we are talking about the anthem.
Hold on. Hold on.
I can't even give you the Nigerian one. Right on compatriots. No. Mr. President, you have failed. I agree with you. You can't sing anthem. You won't pray for the blaster.
So that was coming from the president.
Sorry, I like it.
Similarly, still with the World Cup, we have now entered the quarterfinal stage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, where we have Belgium, Morocco, France, Norway, Argentina, and Switzerland having qualified to this stage. And today at 8 p.m., we have France facing Morocco, the last standing African country in the tournament at the moment. And this will actually be a very interesting game to watch because there has been the narrative that African countries have been treated unfairly so far in the World Cup. So we're going to see how this referee will handle himself, and then other people will also. We're watching everything closely at this point. But France has also played a very incredible game so far. Well. Yeah, they have Kylian Mbappe being one of the leading scorers in the tournament so far. We have Lionel Messi, who has 8 goals at the moment. Mbappe following him closely with 7, and then Erling Haaland also has 7, and then we have Harry Kane from England, who also has 6 goals, and that's what we have for the World Cup at the moment. Away from that, also trending is Kumasi, and then that's the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, where yesterday they took an exercise, a demolition exercise behind the Cocoa Board building, where the KMA task force members, supported by city guards, police, and other military personnel, were attacked in their attempt to demolish a building. They say the residents and the occupants resisted the evacuation process. They claim that they received no prior notice to vacate. And in their resistance, they pelted these officers with stones, sticks, and clubs, leading to a whole confrontation where some officers have been injured, 3 officers injured, including a military officer. So unfortunately, that's what we are hearing. And then several vehicles and equipments were also damaged in this exercise. So it's becoming a huge problem, especially as we're trying to mitigate flooding. And then if we should hear stories like this, then I'm not sure what the way forward would be with these kind of things. Yes. Away from that, also Adabraka is trending, because we have a Spanish club, Sevilla, which has reportedly reached an agreement to sign an 18-year-old Ghanaian footballer from Adabraka Elders, who is Emmanuel Abrokwa. Adabraka to the whole, yes. The talented winger has signed a contract until 2029, becoming the first Ghanaian footballer to join Sevilla and Spain. So that's directly a club from Ghana.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's very good one. So some good news for us. And then in tech news, we're hearing that power banks and vapes, the vaping machine, have now become a huge fire risk on planes, according to a BBC research. And let me just say, personally, yes, I know this is very true, because on our flights back, constantly we were being told that if you have a power bank that doesn't have a CCC inscription written on it, you cannot take it on the flight. So this is because there's a component in the power bank which is likely to catch fire due to the high temperatures that we are reporting also in Europe and other countries like that. Yes, so power banks and vapes are becoming a fire risk because their batteries store huge amounts of energy, and this is where the problem is coming from. So that's what we have for you today. Tech and social media trends.
That's exciting.
And then also when you take it up there, the ones that are allowed when you take it into the cabin,
Yeah.
the rule is that don't keep it don't pack it
in the cabin.
where you store your stuff. It should always be by you, so that when there's a problem,
you can attend to it.
Yes,
quickly.
the marshals can pick it up quickly and know what to do with it.
That's exactly.
It's important because it may lead to a huge accident that would kill in excess of 200, 300, 400 people, as the case may be. So those of you who are traveling, please.
Very important.
Take note of
That's
it. And some of you try to smuggle them and put them in your luggage. Please, if they're in there, we beg you. It's important.
Very important.
You can do without it.
Yes.
If you are going to UK, why do you need this thing? It's important. Why do you need it? The power is there.
Yes.
The power is there.
The light won't go out.
It won't go out.
So just keep it at home. Shiba, you will stay with me because I'm getting more calls for more conversations from China. People want to, get more of your experiences from China.
There are people who put their power banks, charged power banks in their luggage.
Yeah.
In fact, that's even more dangerous.
Charge power bank.
Yeah, they charge it because they think that
They are going to
these
run
days,
out
every airport has a charging station.
port. Yeah.
So why power bank? You put it in the luggage and put it in the belly of the plane. You are setting the plane up for explosion.
Yeah. So we've learned something today. House tech and social media trends.
Yo, Charlie, Telesurface broadband upgrade. You get up to 40% more data on the same old bundles. Best part, the bundles don't expire.
Hey, that's how we like it in the town.
Yeah, from on-cap speeds to fixed line calls and flexible data moves that allows you to move data up to 4 devices. Telesurface offers an unmatched band for fixed broadband solutions for every need.
Telesurface fixed broadband has got you.
For your home or business, experience the true broadband difference with up to 40% more data on Telesurface broadband at the same price. Move your non-expiry data to up to 4 devices. Get free fixed line calls and more tailored fixed broadband solutions for your home or business. Subscribe at www.telecel.com or download the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail shop today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Why settle for less? Study at a top 1% university worldwide right here in Ghana. Lancaster University Ghana is the only British branch campus in sub-Saharan Africa, offering a highly accredited UK degree in business, law, computer science, politics, and more. Same global standard, same prestigious degree, right at your doorstep. Applications are open. Visit lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, a global degree at your doorstep.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we lay aside, helping you rise, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we gon' there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
Girl, did you see my last reel? People thought I used a camera crew.
Seriously? Which phone?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. It makes content I take cinematic with bright blur-free shots even at night.
Does it have AI? I'm tired of switching apps though.
That's the best part. Gemini, Circle to Search, Music Search, works across all your apps.
Wow! Why are you only now telling me this?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. Slim design, powerful AI, stunning camera. Built for the ones who live boldly. Get your Samsung Galaxy A07 or A17 under 3,000 Ghana cedis at any Samsung authorized dealer.
Hey, but my budget is 1,200.
Don't worry, we have the Samsung Galaxy A06 for you.
Hey, Kwame,
Why are you inspecting the cables like you suspect something?
Hey, Kofi, these days, the market's hard. Substandard cables everywhere. Last week, someone nearly burned somebody's house.
Hey, that's why me, if it no be Nexon's cable metal low smoke anti-counterfeit cable, I know they touch them.
What did they do different?
My brother, if fire catch, some cables go smoke till you know fit see front. But with Nexon's cable metal low smoke anti-counterfeit cable, the smoke reduce well. People fear escape. It is save lives. Plus, it reduce the release of toxic gases. And you fit verify say it be the authentic cable by just scanning the cable with the Nexon's app, even if them use the cable wire safe.
So it be like choosing safety first, eh?
Exactly. Authentic, quality, original. Nexon's cable metal no they disappoint. All cables no be the same, oh. Don't just chase price. Go for proven quality products, proudly made in Ghana. Nexon's cable metal low smoke cable. This is the future of cabling in Ghana.
Electricity no get leg. It be Nexon's cable metal cable they carry up.
Charlie, trim I'm nice. I get some serious meeting. Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today. Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out, I pay back. We move. Spoil day. Charlie, you sure say you they pay back? Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day. Be like I for can't borrow some more. Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself. Allah motion.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo day.
Everybody is a winner in the Ungalicious Abiwa promo. Over 4 million worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ungalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Unga powder promo sachets and 20 Unga shrimp tablets promo wrappers at any Unga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code. Send to *713*27 hash and win instantly. Cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs from 15th April to 15th July 2026. Hurry, don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved.
Take advantage today of Trelidor's Big Blue Sale. Save up to 30% on Africa's strongest burglar proofing. Choose our expandable security doors or fixed burglar bars for windows, exquisite louvers, and griffin guard. A strong woven stainless steel door that lets the air in and keeps bugs and burglars out. The Trelidor Big Blue Sale ends on the 31st of July. Call 0561 242424 today or Google Trelidor, Africa's strongest burglar proofing.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
And it's 22 after 8. 0539986996. That's how to get in touch with us at any point throughout the show. Everything thrives. Every thriving business starts with a dream, and every dream deserves the right support. That's why Societe Generale Ghana's PSB Loans promo is helping professionals and businesses access the financing they need to grow. Need equipment or machinery to expand? Our finance lease solution can help. If you're looking for working capital to seize new opportunities, our Boafo loan is designed for you. Waiting for customers to pay outstanding invoices, our factoring and invoice discounting solutions can unlock cash tied up in receivables. For everyday banking needs, our business accounts give your business the support to succeed. So visit your nearest branch or go to the societegenerale.com.gh before September. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. Now, Valex Lease Equip Limited is Ghana's leading photocopier leasing company. At Valex, we lease multifunctional photocopiers which you can pay as you copy and print or design your own payment plan. Lease an A4, A3 heavy-duty MFP with sorter, stapler, finisher, and production machine with sorter, stapler, and finisher. You also enjoy free toners, cartridges, repairs, maintenance, follow me printing, and centralized monitoring of all staff and nationwide coverage. Forget about the unnecessary expensive gimmicks and save yourself over 60% on cost. ValexLease.com is where to visit. 0244 644 048. Remember, Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions. Imagine a world where your power never fails, your data is always secure, and your business never stops. That's the world Left Signature Limited is building every single day. From expert electrical engineering services to cutting-edge renewable energy solutions like solar and microgrids, Left Signature keeps your world powered and protected. Our data center and cloud services ensure maximum uptime, seamless connectivity, and strong disaster recovery, so your business never misses a beat. We also deliver custom applications, ERP systems, and AI-powered solutions designed to boost productivity and drive growth. Download the LEP Power app from the App or Play Store. Access the web version 0256 111 811. leftsignature.com. Our office is at Lashibino Celebrity Estate. Left Signature Limited, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence. It's 26 after 8. And sometimes Sky is not happy that the president says if you're a footballer of Ghanaian descent, you're playing in a team outside and want you to join the Black Stars. At least you should know how to, say the national anthem. Because the president says, watching the game, some of the players could not even recite. And, he joked
I think they are just not sure of it.
Okay.
They know the tune, they are not sure, and they know the cameras are alert, so they don't want to make mistakes. Yeah, but it's a good call. They should learn. I mean, you are driven by your patriotism, and the being able to sing the anthem is one expression. And so, if you want to be aligned, it's important that I don't think it should be a prerequisite. Is that the correct? Yeah, I don't think it should be required before you become. I mean, you should be a good player. If you have a Messi type footballer who's Ghanaian and cannot sing the national anthem, you can't say, hey, Charlie, you are good, but
you have to sing that thing before.
But I think that's a good call generally, and maybe, just maybe, we should extend the call to the president's appointees.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're sure we can get everyone?
Back. Mr. President, just call them at the next cabinet meeting. Hey, you sing the national anthem. When he's done, recite the national pledge. And then do all the things. You will see the casualties, Charlie.
Wow.
And then especially the DCs and MCs. we have to test them.
Casualties, man.
Yes. And Kawabeti Brofo.
Cherish your precious. It is away. And we are happy, we march to class. I mean, the whole story. So, Mashiba is back from China. And she's been telling us some exciting stuff. Listeners have asked her to tell us more, Kwansun Komo. Boy, I'm Komo. How is China really?
No, I mean, people should know who Sheba is first. Sheba is one of our producers of the City Breakfast Show.
Absolutely.
And she also is the head of our research desk, and so that's Sheba Benin.
Yes.
Back from China. Were you Beijing? Was it Beijing?
And Yinchuan. Yinchuan City.
Yinchua.
No, it's not Yinchua.
That's what.
No, it's not Yinchuan.
What?
Yinchuan. So YINCHUAN. Yinchuan.
But you didn't go to Kwan here.
No, please.
Kwan
here.
It sounds like God.
Oh no, Kwan here. Yeah, it's a place in China. Kwan here.
Kwan here.
Yeah, Kwan here.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happens there?
Kwan here.
Fred is so excited.
Yeah, Kwan here in China.
Wow. Charlie. Especially welcome back.
Thank you, Kilo.
Really good to have you.
Yeah, good to be back home.
How was China, man?
It was good. It was fun. And it was also quite eye-opening for me. Because before I traveled, someone actually mentioned to me that if I should go to China for the first time before going to any other country, I may see other places differently or view other places quite differently. And I think he was right. Like I mentioned earlier, everything they do seems very intentional and very planned. And that is one thing that I really loved about the place. And everyone is so friendly and quite open to, talking to you and helping you out. Well, some people, but I mean, they are quite friendly and very open. So in Yinchuan, for instance, it seems to be a place that is very, very cultural.
Okay.
They are very intentional about how they